Okay, I'm gonna address a few points here, Mark. The grass is up there. The walkway's got to be even with the grass. It doesn't have to be. That's the way it was chosen based off the benchmark over here on this side. It comes out that it's just about level with the grass. But remember, the curve. This handicap ramp was never in the original plans. It was only after the state showed up on that day of their first day to tell us, oh, we want a handicap ramp. Otherwise, we just had a curb here and asphalt coming across, and that was that. There was no specifications about handicap ramp or walkways or anything else. I mean, besides the walkway, 10-foot walkway, it could be done. It was going to be done in all asphalt, which then the state then said, no, we're doing this 5 foot wide, not 10, and it's going to be concrete on each side of the driveway and asphalt in the driveway. This becomes a walkway whenever you have per the state rules, whenever you have a handicap ramp, if you will, on each side of a street. The connecting part between it is the walkway, and the walkway has rules too, and you're supposed to, and so the walkway, let's back that up. The walkway, you're supposed to do whatever you can, whatever is feasible to get this walkway correct. So it sort of supersedes a lot of other things. You know, of course, water runoff would regulate it too. And if we kept this low over, if we kept that even over there with the dirt, if we brought it down just a little bit, which we can't really, so we can't do much there. If we came over here and lowered this end right here, to this whole curb thing, you'll see that as I lower myself, the earth is way down here, and somewhere about, you know, way down here, maybe about 5 inches below our rim now, which puts it somewhere about this mark right here as you look in the video, somewhere about this one. If I do that one, and I put this green line here, string here for that reason, it gives a pitch going over to the existing driveway, pretty much flat. I couldn't do it anyway because the handicap ramp needs a pitch, so part of it would have to come up on that side and then down on this side facing the street. And that's the thing, water's supposed to run off towards the street. As we look at this bottom line, it's pretty much level from the street where the car just went by, Mark. The ground there and the driveway, existing driveway, is pretty much level. So we're not going to get positive water flow. And we're not getting what we could get with a driveway, which is going to be at least 1/8 of an inch, right? And as we see in the bubble here I just put on, it's level. Sorry, Mark, my phone's I gotta replace it. It's level. I'm not doing anything with the string. As you can see, I'll lift up this way and that way and come back to the bubble, back off, and come back. Okay, so it's pretty much come on, level, and that's the same thing I'm getting midway in the driveway. I got a point here and a point over to here, that pin there, and the pin. Okay, and the pin there, and we got a pin here, and I ran a bottom string line. The bottom string line goes, oh, sorry about the dizziness, probably, over to there. I put the level on the bottom string line, and I get the same results again. I get a level driveway with no water pitch runoff. Now, what makes it worse, so what if they say, oh, we like that? If they like that, it still wouldn't work, because at this string line, the center string line, making everything level, we will be way below that dirt over there. So the ramp would be up there, and it would come down on an angle to here, and then go back up onto this side here. So it'd be like a belly, it'd be like a V. A damn belly in the middle of the driveway, and that was where all the water would sit. So that wouldn't work. So you got to come up like the plans did elevate it. So, and pretty much this is the one that's on the money over here. It's equal with the benchmark. That's about what they wanted to with the handicap ramp and all that other weird calculations. So that's our our thing there, and then we got 8 inches above that. 8 inches above that is the curb height. But we got one more rule to follow. It's when we hit the street, we have to be 8 inches above. So the asphalt is here, and asphalt's here. When those two tie in pretty much with that string line, as you can see, and wrap it around a radius, you get an 8-inch reveal across the top. With the elevation now, this does go down to the street, a nice little pitch. Following that point, over to the next part of the handicap ramp, 38 feet away, is where we now come up with this one. If we were to lower this, which Ray was harassing us about without even looking at any real numbers, he was just worried about the ramp on this side. If we were to lower it, we'd then now run into a problem of this water from the street coming back into our ramp. Because right now, this is we've got good water runoff to the street. Give me a second here. We've got good water runoff to the street. So I can raise it up maybe. So we've got, yeah, I like that. We got good water runoff to the street here. If we were to lower just a little bit, come to the green line, we would still have water runoff to the street. Now we lost our walkway though. Now our walkway's lowered over here by this much. So our new pitch for the walkway is this bottom red line. If we did that, if we follow the bottom red line over, we do get a positive pitch. We are getting some. We still can get a pitch we could work with. The walkway will have more of a pitch this way, and I got to calculate the walkway going up, or we could make it happen to go up. So basically, I'm saying we could lower it 1.75 inches if we wanted to. The insignificant amount of that is this. So you're like, oh, okay, Kyle, let's do that. The insignificant amount is, as we watch the string lines meet, the red one and the green one up top here. You can see the insignificant amount as we get away from it. It's just a little sliver. It's down to nothing, and they cross down here about 10 foot off the street. It just mounts to 0. And over here it only mounts to 1 inch, and then down there, well, total on the end, 1.75 inches. But it just slivers out to mounting to nothing real fast. So it's insignificant, the 1.75 inch that I could bring this down. For what we get from it, we get to get rid of that sliver, because ultimately we still have 8 inches that we have to be above when we hit the street here. So that's automatically going to limit us from whatever 8 inches above. We get to go from the street around this radius, which is just a pie, help running the water around. But we need to be higher here. We need to be higher up here than over here. So if I lower this 1.75 inches, I've lowered everything around the wall. Significantly drops. Everything drops. When it does that, I could pick it up over there, but I'm going to be dropping it here. I'm going to be dropping it down here, significantly lower. So the water, yeah, is getting close to not wanting to pay attention, because over 8 inches comes, starts flowing around here. It's going to want to start sitting water there or running water back into us. Right now we got water running positively off, and we don't want water to run from the lower curb back this way into the driveway. Right now it's going to create a pooling situation if we go down that path. Right now I think the water is nice positive. It runs to here and it runs off. Dropping this curb is going to be a little bit of a wild card on that water thing.